So now, from traversing the chilly Atlantic to the tropical spice islands of Zanzibar, it's time to go traveling again on the second day of Ewan's incredible adventure through Zanzibar, a tropical paradise in the Indian Ocean. So yesterday, we explored the spices and the cuisine, which looked spectacular. Well, today, Ewan meets some of the most charismatic animals living on the island.
Although famed for its beaches, Zanzibar's natural treasures extend far beyond its marine environment. The archipelago has diverse and interesting wildlife in habitats across quite a number of wildlife and forest reserves, and the Zanzibari government has done remarkable work with conservation groups to protect and preserve their indigenous species.
Welcome to Prison Island. Now, this little gem behind me is also known as Canggu or Quarantine Island, and it's a short 5.5-kilometer boat trip from Zanzibar's Stone Town. In the 1860s, it was used as a prison for rebellious slaves, and it was also functioning as a coral mine at the time. And then, in the early 1890s, the British First Minister of Zanzibar bought the island and constructed a prison complex on it. But it never housed any actual prisoners, but it was used as a quarantine facility for yellow fever cases. But more recently, it became a government-owned tourist resort with a collection of giant endangered Aldabra tortoises, some of which are over 100 years old, and it was originally a gift from the British governor of the Seychelles. So definitely a very, very special occasion to your Zanzibar trip. Now, they're very well taken care of here on Prison Island. They fed a diet of cabbage, spinach and carrots, and I've been told that this one particularly is 158 years old. You can see it by the marking on the shell as well. But the oldest one here is around 192 years, and we've also been told that they live up to 300 years of age. Now that is something special.
This particular species of tortoise is considered vulnerable, and juvenile tortoises from other locations continue to be brought to the island for conservation. Visitors are welcome to pet and feed the tortoises for a chance to interact with a rare species. The Chaka Bay National Park is the only national park in Zanzibar and well worth a visit for a walk through the forest.
The Jozani Forest in Zanzibar is one of the very few significant areas of natural forest left on the island. It harbors many different species of trees, but it's also a very important refuge for natural wildlife, including the red colobus monkey, one of the rarest monkeys in all of Africa. And that is why the conservation of this forest is so important to ensure the survival of this beautiful species.
Deforestation has posed one of the biggest threats to Zanzibar's endemic primates, but the establishment of protected areas, awareness programs and ecological villages and monitoring initiatives has local communities, conservation authorities and government working together to protect forest habitats and keep an eye on the endangered colobus monkey population. It's estimated there are about 2,000 colobus monkeys around Zanzibar and has become the flagship species for conservation in the country. If it can be successfully protected naturally, other flora and fauna will benefit from preserved habitats.
What an absolutely incredible experience is coming through to this forest, and just being able to be by yourself, walk around, spend some time in nature with wild animals, really rest for the soul, where it's not about the resort or the shopping. You can just find your inner peace. But for now, it's saying goodbye to the Jozani Forest and see what else Zanzibar has to offer in terms of wildlife.
Zanzibar has 7 marine parks which are protected for their biodiversity. These waters have gorgeous reefs and are home to some spectacular fish species, but there's something pretty special waiting on the beach as well.
Can you think of anything more special, more magical than ending off any day in the beautiful Zanzibar than on horseback on white sandy beaches? And this is just one of the many things that you can experience from these beautiful islands. And the best part, I mean, this is only a couple of hours away just from Cape Town. It's literally on our doorstep. But let me get on and have some fun.
Ecotourism is a fast-growing sector in Zanzibar because it not only enriches the experience of visitors, it also is helping locals be part of the movement to protect the natural heritage. This paradise must be preserved for future generations who can also enjoy a horseback ride in the ocean and realize that Zanzibar is truly a little slice of heaven on earth.